TSM versus IMT 2017 Spring Finals Game 4. What do you remember?
I'm playing with Biofrost in this one. I'm playing Triss versus Ole's Alistar. I know that because I
Subway.
him on bottom and him by ulting his combo. And the lane was like pretty hard. Like we're getting rolled like most of the game. Biofrost gets a crazy pick on Cody's son. Like, saw the angle and we got to play Gragas. And he ulted off fast reaction, just like no comms, just ulted. But no, this game was great.
We are in the Subway League of Legends training room, and today we are putting your memory to the test. How good would you say your memory is?
I think everyone around me would say that my memory's terrible. Like probably 1 out of 10. But I'm gonna put an asterisk here. When it comes to like game stuff, I think my memory is actually pretty good because it's like most games I've thought about over and over again, and it's kind of like burned in my memory like every match I've played. So if it's related to the game, my memory's better than average. Everything else though, I'm like, yeah, pretty forgetful.
Then I have good news for you. We are going to look at your old matches and see how well you remember them. I'll show you only the matchup information and you'll tell me everything you can remember. If you can't get anywhere with just that, I'll show you the draft screen to help you out.
Okay, I'm interested. Okay, 100 Thieves vs TL Spring, Week 3, Day 1. So this is from this year. It's our first round robin in Spring against Team Liquid. I remember this game, luckily. That would have been embarrassing if I failed the first one. This one we're playing, me and Boozy are playing Caitlyn Varus. Our full comp is Jax. Actually, I'll go back to the jungle. Talia, Caitlyn Varus. Our matchup bot is against Sivir Ashe. We get ganked level 2 by Maokai jungle and Buzio dies. Then when he comes back to lane, I'm pretty ahead in CS and stacking a wave. So we smash the wave, get a slight lead. And then at level 6, we go all in and 2v2 kill their bot lane. Buzio plays the 2v2 very well, actually, with Varus supports. We wipe them at Herald because Soren hits a Talia W on 2. And then basically tenacity, like Milan is like hard throwing the game, like the game's like 4v5 and the game essentially ends because I'm super fed, I'm carrying, and I literally Gale Force one-shot their 80 carry with Elder to close the game out. I'm really trying to think about who our jungler is. It's John, right? So it's like literally it has to be like Lee Sin, Viego, or Wukong because that was the meta then, but I don't know. I'm just blanking on what he was playing. Was that the meta then? Maybe it was tanks. Maybe he was playing Sedge or Maokai. I was like, maybe it was like Sedge Maokai trade. Dude, I don't even know. Their mid was playing Azir. Harry was horrible. Their top, so Summit versus Tenacity Jax. He's either playing Cassante or Renekton. But back then he didn't play Cassante, so I think he might have been just playing Renekton. I got most of the champs, and I remember the game mostly. Okay. I knew it! It was Renekton Jax, and it was Maokai Sedge. Okay. Yeah, but I was honestly like I threw out a bunch of junglers for John because, like, to be honest, he didn't do anything this game, so I can't remember anything he did, but Soren kind of carried a few team fights with Talia W, that's what I remember. I think this game, if you asked Buzio, he would remember it flawlessly too, because it was like one of his first like really good stage games, and he played something that is very risky, you know? Like he basically, like at the time, he's the kind of guy who, the meta stuff, he like always wanted to find a counter to it, so like we weren't playing that much Heimer, we played Azir into Heimer, we weren't playing that much Ashe, we played Varus into Ashe, so it was a way for him to kind of like prove that he could like play the less useful champion, but like win early game with it by, you know, utilizing counter pick. It was a memorable game because I thought it was really important for Alan. TL versus TSM 2019 Spring Finals Game 5. Dude, how is this even harder? This is like the most memorable game. Pre-game, I'm like telling my coach like, oh, it's Game 5, like we can actually win this, we're reverse sweeping. I could honestly rattle off all 5 of the games, but this one specifically.
Rattle off all 5 of the games. I'll check you real quick.
Okay, so. Okay, maybe I'm getting too cocky here. One of the games I know that Jensen wanted to play Heimer versus Zoe and it didn't work. That's because Insanity was our sub mid laner and Jensen was sick at the time. So Jensen wasn't scrimming. We had Insanity instead. This is crazy coincidence because Insanity's popping off right now. And at the time, he's like, dude, Heimer counters Zoe. You put the turret down in front of Zoe. She can't hit you with a skill shot after she sleeps you. Then like Jensen got mind controlled by our like scrims with Insanity. So he played it in the finals and it was horrible. Like Zoe was just like Bjergsen was terrorizing our entire team with Zoe. One of the games we played Zillion against Lissandra Rek'Sai, and Jensen got ganked 50 times, but didn't die. He like held it down, so he won that one. Game 5. Okay, Game 5, I'm trying to think about our matchup. I think I'm playing Varus versus Sven's Ezreal. Now, what is the support matchup? That's actually a huge question I don't know. I mean, the meta at the time is like Ezreal, it's like champs like Tahm Kench and Braum, but would we play Varus Tahm Kench against Ez? I guess we would, yeah. Core really liked playing Tahm Kench. All I know is we had Skarner and this is a Sven Ezreal game. Like how could anyone forget this Sven Ezreal game? And the enemy mid, wait a sec. No, I'm completely trolling. I'm not playing Varus in game 5. I'm playing Kai'Sa. I'm completely trolling. I'm not playing Varus in game 5. Am I? Wait. I'm not. I'm playing Kai'Sa in game 5 with Skarner. And Bjergsen is playing Zoe. You guys are, TSM is playing a poke comp with Ezreal Zoe. I'm playing Kai'Sa and scaling. We're really behind. Sven gets caught around the Skarner Spire near Baron. And then that's when Freaks is like, no, Quicksilver Sash. But I'm gonna be honest, even if he had QSS there, he was probably dead because I'm playing Kai'Sa. We get a pick, we're probably like 4 or 5K down at the time, and then we like claw our way back because the poke comp needs to stay ahead and like play pretty flawlessly to win against ours. Now, the main question that I'm thinking now is like, what is all the other champs? What are all the other champs in the game? Dude, the only thing I remember is that I'm playing Kai'Sa and I'm playing pretty well, but we're getting stomped. So what is everyone else playing? I think games 3 and 4 I played Varus, and that's how I started the reverse sweep. Then game 5 I played a more scaling champ, and I was like scared because we were starting to lose early game for once, and then TSM was gonna win. Dude, I can't remember anything else, I'm not gonna lie. I'm blanking so hard. Bjergsen's playing Zoe, so what's Jensen playing? What's Xmithy? Okay, Xmithy's playing Skarner. What is Acadian playing? Acadian is obviously, he only plays with one champ, he plays Rek'Sai. That's the only thing he plays. He has to be playing Rek'Sai. Now, Impact versus BB. Dude, I got no clue. What does BB even play other than Jackson Renekton? I know Impact's probably playing a tank. Impact's probably playing Ornn. Ornn Kai'Sa is a broken combo. Did we get that? Dude, I don't know. Okay, now I want to see the answers. Once I see the draft, it's all over. Like, I swear I can remember everything else. Oh my god, that's the top matchup? Oh my god, I remember now. BB Zakali was so disgusting. And Acadian only played Rek'Sai, that makes sense. Wow, I will never guess this spot matchup in a million years. Ezreal Galio versus Kai'Sa Braum. No one will ever play this ever again in the history of the game, I swear. These like lanes are like ancient history. Wow, it's crazy to me that BB versus Impact in game 5 finals, it's an Akali versus Vlad matchup. I do remember BB was very useless this game, so I think Impact outplayed him pretty hard. Yeah, dude, I don't even know what to really say about this game. I remember how it felt. We're behind early, we get the pick on Ezreal, and then everyone's gonna meme Sven forever because he got caught that one time, right? But like actually realistically, the enemy team has a really hard time to closing on us because their comp makes absolutely no sense. It's like a lot of early game and not a lot of like synergies. I remember the game kind of ended when I had a pretty good ulti on a Bjerg. I ulted kind of close. He ulted over with Zoe, and then I ulted on, he ulted over red side Raptors. Then I ulted onto him and killed him, and then the game was pretty much just over off of that, because it was pretty late in the game, and I think the enemy team might have been contesting Baron, or at least getting like, fighting us for vision around Baron.
You pretty much nailed most of that. Game 2 was actually the TSM played the Sona Hecarim Lux Taric.
Oh my god!
You didn't mention that at all.
Wow, I wiped that out of my memory.
I mean, they wiped you out of existence in that match. It was crazy.
We might have gotten owned. Game 3, I played Varus versus BB's Vlad, and I built Maw third, and he TP'd on me and barely couldn't kill me because I built Maw, and we won the game. And I remember afterwards talking to, because I ended up playing with Bjerg and BB like later in 2020, talking to them about that, and they're like, dude, you're so annoying to play against because you're like the only AD carry that would like build a defensive item third. It only works because like if you're ahead, you can like build a defensive item while not losing that much damage. I'll never forget that. BB TP'd on me and he thought he was gonna kill me, and then I just turned around and killed him instead. I kind of felt like the game was over after that. Flash Wolves versus TL 2018 MSI Groups second round robin. Okay, Flash Wolves, this is like the Subway, the goated Flash Wolves. This is like the one with Betty and Sword Art and Maple. And dude, it's always like the same two dudes, and I forget, I always get them mixed up. It's like Ziv, it's either Ziv, no, Ziv is probably AHQ, or it's Hanabi, Second round robin. All I know is I played really well versus Betty and Sword Art, but I don't remember this game, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, obviously I was playing with Ole, or it was the day that Ole sat himself out, and we were playing with Joey. Could that even be possible? No, wait, it is possible. Now I'm starting to remember it. Sword Art played Morgana, and he Subway on us. Right? Second round robin. Dude, I'm pretty sure I erased this game from my memory because I was playing with Joey. Because like we had a last second emergency substitution with Ole. We played against Flash Wolves and RNG on this day and got Subway. I just know that the Morgana binds were just absolutely nailing Joey. But was it Flash Wolves that was doing it to us?
Hey, producer here. Right here, Doublelift is thinking of the first round-robin match versus Flash Wolves at MSI 2018, and yes, in that one he was playing with Joey, and Sword Art was destroying them with Morgana.
Can't remember anything, honestly. I just know we were playing with Joey and they had a Morg, I'm pretty sure. Other than that, if I'm wrong on that, I literally don't remember a single thing about this game.
There is no Morg in this game.
Okay, dude, I'm lost. I actually have nothing. I don't have a clue about this game.
You are playing with Ole.
I'm playing with Ole? Oh my god, wait, this is the one where I played, is this the one where I played Kaisa versus Cho'Gath? Can I ask that? Dude, just fuck. Oh, okay. I'm playing with Ole, we're playing Kaisa Janna versus Kog'Maw Karma. Betty played Kog'Maw because it's a counter to Kaisa in lane, and Sword Art played Karma versus Janna because it's a counter to Janna in lane. The mid matchup is Malz versus Swain. The top matchup is Cho'Gath. They have Cho'Gath. We have, what do we have? I don't know. I don't even know what Impact played. Yeah, literally I can't even tell you who the junglers were. All I know is the game ended, made a really good play on bot inhib, and I basically like kind of like unofficial pented them on bot. And the way we came back was crazy. This is like Doublelift macro, I swear to God. We're so behind. The game is completely Subway. It's like doomed beyond belief. And what we do is we just start perma swapping. It's actually reminiscent of like 100 Thieves this year spring, where we just like had no macros, so we just started perma swapping. And we caught their Cho'Gath going for like a greedy wave. And then that like propelled me. This is like the meta where like Kaisa goes Rage Blade and is like, it's kind of like on hit stacking, like 80 Kaisa. I don't even want to list off the build because I'm going to be wrong on it. Like Kaisa's build changes so much. It's like, I just know it has Rage Blade, Ginsu's in it, and maybe Hurricane. Anyways, we catch Cho'Gath, I get ahead. At some point, Maple like pushes up too far bot lane or like TP's bot lane, and then Pobeltier with his like signature Malz, he does the crazy play. He clicks R on him, we kill Maple, and then the game completely swings on its head. And like I said, around bottom inhib, I start hitting Cho'Gath, and then I like ult melee range on a Cho'Gath, which was a horrible play. Like I let him ult me to like half HP immediately before dying. So like I shouldn't have ulted on his head, but I did it anyways. And then we end the game that way. And I think at that point they're like just too outscaled because we have Malz and they have Swain. Dude, never gonna forget the end of that game. Half these games I just hard carried. Like, of course I'm gonna remember them because I'm like thinking about these games like, holy crap, like how do I like play at like a good level all the time, like not just like a random one-off game. Like how can I like carry every game? So I'm like always, after these games happen, I'm like always thinking about it. Yeah, let me see the drafts. Like I said, junglers, I mean they're just dogs, invisible dogs. Oh my god, Trundle Gragas in the top match was, okay, top match was Ornn versus Cho. It makes sense Impact would play Ornn, but that's like fake if I just guess Ornn every time. I'll probably be right some of the time. Smithy Gragas, that's a classic. Nah, they're so out-comped. Like they're so out-drafted. Like, of course they win this game, even though we're hella down. Dude, we were one game off of making it out of groups this MSI too. We're one game away, it was so sad.
Okay, now we're gonna put your memory to the test in a slightly different way. These are 3 Subway Series subs and their ingredients. You have 2 minutes to memorize as much as you can, and then we will test you on it.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, that's the 2 minutes. Feeling good?
I'm ready. You gotta ask fast because otherwise I'm gonna forget it.
Okay, the boss.
Italian herbs and cheese bread with meatballs with marinara, pepperoni, Belgioso mozzarella, Parmesan, toasted.
Perfect. All pro sweet onion teriyaki.
Sweet onion teriyaki, hearty multigrain bread, grilled chicken strips, the new sweet onion teriyaki sauce, marinade, American cheese, onions, tomatoes, lettuce.
Flawless. All right, last one, the outlaw.
This one, artisan Italian bread with steak, double pepper jack cheese, green peppers, red onions, and Baja something sauce. I forgot what the sauce is called. Baja something. Why can't I remember what it is? It's Baja... Dude, I don't know. Dude, I actually straight up don't know. I don't even want to guess.
You were so close to perfect on all of these. It is Baja Chipotle.
Chipotle!
So you said you only have a memory for in-game stuff.
I guess I can memorize lined items like that because it's like a game. It's like a video game. Thankfully, I don't need to memorize ingredients thanks to the Subway Series menu. I can just order by name or number, and my Subway sandwich artist will take care of the rest. That was actually kind of fun. Now let's do more of the regular memory test. I'm playing with Biofrost in this one. I know we're playing Trist Rakan versus Ali. Is it Zaya or Cog? I mean, it's Cody's son. Let me think about this. I'm playing Trist versus Ole's Alistar. I know that because I Subway on bottom in him by ulting his combo in the middle of a fight. Just completely destroyed him. Like, he literally accomplished nothing in one of the fights. We're down 10k. Biofrost gets a crazy pick on Cody's son. on mid. That's how we come back. We're getting rolled like most of the game. I feel like Biofrost caught Cody-san's Xayah. Yeah, I'm fairly sure he caught his Xayah. We took the Rakan away because they had Xayah. We didn't want to give Xayah Rakan. What everyone else is playing, I have no idea. I could probably think about that for like 10 minutes. Let me think. What is everyone else playing? So it's Pobelter versus Bjerg. I've got no clue. And it's Xmithy versus Sven. Dude, I have no idea. I couldn't tell you all 6 of the other champs. And it's Flame. Flame played in NA and he was on Immortals and he was versus Hanser. Dude, nothing else is important. Like I just tell you like what happened. Like lane was like pretty hard. Like we're pretty behind. Then we came back and I made it like, it wasn't just me obviously, but we had a crazy pick when Cody-san stepped up too far mid. And it was actually because like Biofrost Rakan was that good. He like saw the angle and we got a pick. Svenskeren played Gragas and he ulted off of the Rakan. Okay, yeah. Svenskeren's like fast reaction, just like no comms, just ulted off of Biofrost engaged like just perfectly. So Cody-san died without ulting. What everyone else is playing, like I said, no idea. Wow, useless mid laners. Lucian versus Corki. I swear both these guys were just subway on each other the whole time. Oh man, it's so interesting because the bot lane matchups I can always remember, but everywhere else is just like so fuzzy because I'm in there in one lane and then like just everything else just feels so, yeah, I have nothing. Hanser Gnar versus, I mean it makes sense, that was the meta, Gnar versus Rumble, but nah. There's no way I could remember that. But no, this game was great. Like honestly, Immortals should have won and we should have went to game 5. I would have been fine with alternate history, TSM versus Immortals. We go to game 5 because that's just like way cooler to win it game 5. TSM versus IMT Summer week 2 day 3 game. Why is it game 3? Is that just like the order of the games that was played that day? Oh wait, because 2016 had best of 3s. That's why. Dude, bro, there's no way I'm gonna remember this one. What? TSM versus IMT Summer week 2. I mean, is this a game that I'm playing Lucian versus Huni's Irelia and Reyna versus Olaf and they're doing Herald and then I triple kill them with like I like kill one and then I think I might like level up in the middle of the fight and then have calling. Is that this game? Because if it's not, I don't remember anything about this game.
It is that game.
Oh, okay. Nice. Thank God I had a 1 in 3 chance this is a BO3. And the other 2 games I cannot remember much of, although I do know in this specific season, me and Biofrost played like Sivir, Karma versus Ashe Sona versus Wild Turtle and Adrian, and we shot them so hard that they stopped playing that lane. No, it could have been in the same series, but it was definitely within 2016 versus Immortals because I'll never forget like how badly we destroyed them in that matchup. And it's a hard matchup actually. Sivir versus Ashe is not easy. And I was playing the Sivir side and hitting every Q, and then they stopped playing Ashe Sona after that game because it was like a complete one-sided game. But anyways, that's unimportant. What about this game? So this game, me and Biofrost are playing Lucian Karma. I don't even remember what their bot lane is playing because it was lane swap, and that's why at a certain point in that fight, like a level 6 AD carry is fighting a level 4 top laner. And in this case, Huni was playing Irelia and they're doing it. And wait, was Biofrost playing Karma or was Adrian playing Karma while I was killing him? Now I'm starting to feel like Adrian was playing Karma because I like ran them down 3-man. It was support, jungle, in this case Olaf, and Irelia. They were on Herald. And like, maybe my memory is just subway, but I feel like they had the Karma. Regardless, we killed them there and I got really snowballed. Pretty sure it was lethality Lucian meta at the time. So when I got ahead, it was like GG. That's pretty much all I can remember about that game. Can't remember any other champs. Mid, top, jungle, all useless roles. But Raid over Olaf, it's very memorable. Huni would only play Irelia versus Gnar anyways, so we probably had Gnar. Or did we have Trundle? Because that would be Hanser's counter pick to Irelia. Okay, let me see. They had Karma, okay. They had Ashe Karma with Lucian Bard. Oh my God, I know how the game ends too. Because this is oh my God, we never played this comp like ever again, but it was so crazy. Biofrost hit a crazy Bard ulti. I'm fairly sure he hit Pobe with it, and it was near their Raptors, red side Raptors. And we like had this crazy chain that was like super long range. It was like Bard ulti into Swain W and Zillion Bomb. And like there's literally no counterplay because you're like stasis into like into the Zillion Bomb like on top of you. And then and I remember when Bjergsen was doing that, he would call like, don't pick up my bomb, don't pick up, because like if your teammates, the guy's like in Bard ulti, right? And if he's in stasis, with the bombs on him, and then your teammate comes and picks him up, then it like won't attach to him immediately when he's like out of it. So like Bjergsen's like, I remember he'll always be calling like, don't pick up my bomb, don't pick up my bomb, when he has him on the guy. And then like Hansar has Swain W. This is like really old Swain where his W is, it's not that long range, but it's like a root if it does hit. It's like a delayed root, kind of like a Cho'Gath Q, but instead of a knock, it's a root. That's really all I can remember about the game, to be honest. How it ended, I was so proud of Vincent after this game because he was really nervous on stage for a really long time, and Immortals is also a very strong team. It's crazy, we're both 3-0, and we're playing a best of 3, right? And it's going game 3, and Vincent was pretty nervous because he's like, it's his first split playing. He hit such clutch ults, like he was like very decisive on when to use it, and he actually like hit him under the pressure, and we were like so happy. We're like, dude, you're gonna play Bard like every game from now on. Like, you're so good at Bard. It's a good game. Game 2, I played Ashe this game, and I hit a lot of arrows. This is a game that I didn't do that much compared to game 3 when I played Jinx.
Hey, producer again.
In this one, Doublelift mixes up games 2 and 3, so for now we'll just grade him on game 3 instead of giving him a bunch of X's. More on this later.
Pobelter played Victor? All I know is I played Ashe. I'll tell you why I remember this specific game, and the only thing I remember of it, because it was like the only thing of significance, because it wasn't game 3, obviously. What I remember about it is the entire season, everyone knew that I was completely terrible at Ashe, and it pissed me off, because I knew I was bad at Ashe too. So I trained it forever. I practiced it forever, and wait a sec, was Wild Turtle playing Cog in this game? Or was that game 1? He wouldn't play Cog into Jinx. He could play Cog into Ashe, and he could do his Trinity build. That could be what Wild Turtle's playing this game. Okay, but anyways, I'm gonna tell my story again. Everyone knew I was like completely terrible at Ashe, and I played it in solo queue a ton, and I was like trying to scrim with it, but it was like pretty meme worthy. Like I was just terrible at hitting arrow, and that was like most of the champ. Also at the time, this is like the era where Sneaky and Lemonation were like the best Ashe lanes like in NA. So they played like they originated like Ashe Zyra, but they would just pull out Ashe, and like Sneaky's Ashe was like amazing. Like the way he used the arrow was like revolutionary. So I was like trying to get to the point where I could even like pick it at all, because no one thought I could play it, including my own team. They didn't really like want me to play it, but it felt good that game, and I thought I was ready, and I did hit a lot of good arrows. That's what I remember. I feel like I hit a lot of cross maps, which is like the only thing that I trained. Like I didn't hit the ones where it was like they're just like face to face, like 1,000 range in front of us, you know? Like I was like looking for like the super long ones to get my team free kills, and I think I did. And if this is the game that Wild Turtle is playing Cog, I'm pretty sure I nailed him in left line, and he got picked. Like I said, even though I think I ended this game with a really good KDA, but I don't think I did that much to actually like win us the game. I just like had a good Ashe performance with a lot of good arrows. Is that right?
So I have some news for you.
Yeah?
You did not play Ashe in game 2.
What? Then I must have played Ashe in game 1.
Subway.
No! What happened in game 2?
What do you remember about game 3? All right, now we'll grade him on game 2. What were you playing in game 3?
Me and Afra were playing Jinx Janna, and he went Zeke's, and I got a Penta and bot inhib, and then we couldn't end, but it was like the game-defining moment, and we're playing Yasuo top against Dyrus Gnar. It was a hard counter matchup, and like Darshan practiced Yasuo top. It was a crazy pick, and they had Yasuo Ali, Bjergsen Yasuo, huge meme, versus Pobelter Victor, and Pob
Subway
down. And that's what I remember about game 3. That we had great matchups across the board. Jinx Janna versus, wait, maybe that was the game Wild Turtle was playing Cog. Who would play Cog Ali though? But it was 2015. People just played like random stuff. Dude, I don't even know what Wild Turtle was playing. I just know Lustboy played Alistar, and he could have killed me multiple team fights in a row, but he just like didn't click his buttons on me. Wait, no. No. Darshan was playing Gnar. Redo, again. Darshan's playing Gnar. He ulted the wrong direction and bought inhib. He literally dashed in and ulted the wrong way. He wasn't playing Yasuo in game 3. Dude, all the games are just like melting. I feel like only one of the games Darshan played Yasuo, or like not only one, but like one of the games he played Gnar, one of them he played Yasuo. I have no idea about the third one, but what happened? The enemy team had a Gragas, because that's how Darshan died when he jumped in. Dude, I don't know, let me see the draft.
This is gonna be fun.
I don't know, I'm like already lost. We had a Gragas. Dyrus is playing Nautilus top. I knew there was a Nautilus in there, but I couldn't figure out who would play it. Oh, okay, sorry, this is game 2. Wait a sec. Wait a sec. I got games 3 and 2 mixed up?
You did, because in game 3, you were playing the Ash
Oh, Subway.
into the Cog.
Dude, I rewrote history in my head because all I can remember about like the finals is I got a penta on Jinx, and like if that's like the capstone memory, I think that it's game 3, but it was actually game 2. That's crazy.
Which is 100% what happened, and I imagine a lot of fans remember it that way because whenever I was looking it up, I thought it was game 3 that you got the penta, and that was the series.
Like that, like that just like is like the perfect wrap up in like my befuddled memory. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, this is like, it's like so many memories about this. Like, you know, obviously Smithy's on his signature Gragas. I know that it's like tank echo build. And it makes sense their comp actually with Nautilus top. They put Dyrus on something that can set up Bjergsen, right? That makes sense. Everything about this makes more sense now. This game, like all I can remember is the one play near bottom mid, right? Like I can't even remember like a single other important factor. Dude, yeah, could not tell you. Could not tell you. What's crazy is if I look at this right now, like with like modern understanding of the game, how could I ever survive against that? Like Nautilus just needs to walk one side and Alistar walk the other side, and they both pressure me with knockups, and if Yasuo gets on me, the game is over. I've watched that play in bottom hip so many times, like I'm actually embarrassed that I like don't remember all 10 of the champs and like exactly what happens.
Yeah, you're right about a lot of the other stuff though. The game 1 Yasuo pick into Gnar was like really big deal then.
Oh my god, it's all making sense now, because in game 1 we did that, and then afterwards I feel like TSM was pressured to take Yasuo away. It was like, it's like a takeaway pick now because they have to get it, because we were like flexing at top, and then that like snowballs so hard because now like Poblath has a really easy matchup against Bjerg mid. That's so interesting. Energy week 9 day 3, dude. Energy. So it's at the end of the season. Summer?
Yeah, summer.
Okay, we're gonna make Worlds soon. So it's 2016 summer. So we had to have won this game because that season we went 17-1 in BO3s. We only lost to BO3 to Phoenix 1. And let me think about this again. So Energy, their team had GBM, Impact, Santorin. Okay, actually it doesn't even matter who they had. Could have been Santorin. Could have been, who's their bot lane? Dude, who is Energy's bot lane in 2016? That's gonna be my key to remembering because I don't remember anything topside. Energy's bot lane is Altec, and I have no idea.
Subway series.
Who supported Altec? Can't be Adrian, he's on TIP. Who the
Subway.
Is Altec support? I don't have any memorable thoughts against GBM.
Give you another hint.
Okay.
The sort of key to unlocking this one is in the week 9 summer split against a bad team.
Wait, so we like troll pick this game? Because all I remember is on TL we trolled by like having a full glacial comp against TSM, but that was in 2019 or 18. So it's at the end of the split and it doesn't matter. Oh, is this one where Hanser plays Teemo and he runs it down, but we still win? Dude, we're that good? Dude, we're that good? Wait, no, we must have lost and then went to game 3. There's no way we won with Hanser's Teemo. Why did he even play Teemo? What was like the bet? Was there just like some sort of like joke?
I think Andy tweeted something.
I see. Okay.
The game didn't really matter.
Yeah. Okay. And Andy like must have like said we were gonna play Teemo. We're gonna lock it no matter what. So we played Teemo, and his Teemo was horrible. Did we win? Can you just tell me?
You lost the Teemo game.
Okay.
You won the match.
Yeah. Okay. Then we came back game 3 and actually tried. That's crazy. We would actually do that. Like imagine the competitive integrity nowadays if you just trolled an LCS match and like locked in a random champ because of like some tweets. People would be furious. Okay, so that's why it's memorable, because of his Teemo. Dude, I don't remember anything about it. Like I must have straight up like erased that game from my memory because it totally didn't matter. Whoa, OQ and Kiwi Kid. Now that's a dream duo. Oh, so there's no way it could be Impact and GBM then.
No, this is before. This is Quas.
Quas,
Santorin, GBM.
Oh, what? Of course, because Impact is on C9 in 2016, so it couldn't be him. Wow. Well, OQ came to NA. Dude, that's memory lane. There's so many people that came to NA and then like floundered and like never were seen again. I feel like this made me realize one thing is so interesting is I don't remember many losses. I mostly remember the wins and the highlights, which I guess is why they're called highlights. Like they're memorable because they're memorable, but NA versus EU 2013, 10 years ago. Really? I got a penta on Ezreal versus Yellow Pete. That's all I can remember, bro. I got a penta with Ezreal against Yellow Pete's, and he was probably playing Graves or Corki. And I mistimed my Q on a Zonia's, and it was actually embarrassing. And I'm pretty sure that their support, Edward, was playing Lulu. And I had Scarra, so he probably was playing Karthus or Ryze, because that's all he could play. And I also had Saint Vicious and Dyrus and Xpecial. What would Xpecial play with Ezreal? I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. Especially since they had Lulu. What would he play? Janna? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I got a penta against EU. Then I went on stage and said everyone else is trash, and I had a t-shirt that said it, and then it became like my thing. I was so hyped after that that I went back and watched the VOD. Like, I went back to my hotel room and I just watched the VOD, and I can remember Jat's casting. He's so excited, he's screaming, and he's like, gets ahead of himself. He like thinks that might be the game, but it's not even close. Like, I can't end. By today's standards though, the way I played that was like, I missed a lot of Qs. And I mistimed on Zonia's, which is like, if you could time a skill shot into like a Zonia's back then, you're a god. Like, you were like a god amongst men. But then nowadays, it's like, you're completely boosted pro player if you can't do it every time. So, random aside. Yeah, let me see the draft, dude. I'm so interested. Karthus, or Scar was playing Karthus. That's all he could play. Wow, Jungle Nautilus. Oh, I knew there was a, I should have known that there was a Zac, because I know that Soaz ran it down in the team fight that I got 5. He actually ran it the subway down. He just like jumped in for nothing. And I was wrong about what Yellow P was playing. Interesting, he was playing Varus. But I don't get it. Who on their team had a Zonia's? Was it the support? Because I know I mistimed on a Zonia's, but who had the Zonia's? It has to be the support, right? Why the subway does the support have a Zonia's? Stopwatch doesn't even exist back then.
You mistimed it on a GA, on Yellow Pete's GA.
Oh, it was a GA. Yeah, okay. I like, look at the draft. I'm wrong about the Zonia's. Yeah, it's GA. Holy moly, dude, the memories. Honestly, like I don't know. I was just like untouched in the fight. Is what I remember, and I don't even remember where I E'd, like, or where like I ended up. The fight started near top Baron, near Baron, where we were like close to the dot bush, and the fight ended, and I was kind of like over the wall near where Blue Buff spawns, like the mouth of Blue Buff leading into River. And that's where I picked up on his GA. But then at that point, like, because like the last guy who's alive after Varus dies, the last guy that's alive is their support Lulu. He has like nowhere to go, so I'm just chasing. He's like running up the river, but I'm just like chasing him, and it's a super easy kill. Let me see, dude. Let me see. Am I right about Soaz running it down? It's crazy because Soaz coached Energy, who just won LCS, so he's also a legend. Crazy times, crazy times. It was like way more challenging in some ways than I thought, because I thought if I could like remember some things in the game, it would like snowball into me remembering everything, but that totally wasn't the case. Like I could remember a bot matchup vividly, but totally not like anything topside. And then in some ways it was like way harder, because I thought if I just like caught a thought long enough, some things would come to me, and it never did. So yeah, memory's like a tricky thing. I'll just say there has to be a reason why I remember something. Like it had to be important because of something, because it was important to someone else, or it was like a huge stepping stone or a milestone in my career, then I'll remember it. But I think if you ask like Lena or any of my like close friends about my memory, the fact that I can remember anything that happened like years ago is crazy impressive, because I will literally forget something someone told me the day of. So yeah, I'm gonna pat myself on the back for having like some decent memory. Shout out to Subway for supporting us and keeping us fed, and thanks for watching.